What up, New Mexico? You know what it is. It's the Make You Famous podcast. The only podcast that's putting on for our New Mexican artists. This week, we're spotlighting X-Ray LSA from Alamogordo, New Mexico. You're on with Frank Easy.
Hey guys, it's me, Frank Easy. Let me introduce my guest. Some of you know him from Alamo. He has done a lot for the city and community. The one and only X-Ray.
What's up with it, man? Your boy Ray right here. Put the X in front of that. You already know how I'm coming, man. What's up, Frank? How you doing, bro?
Pretty good.
Already, man.
All right, on behalf of Make You Famous Mexico, we got you a little gift.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah, man. Tequila lay?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
It's
Cool.
really good stuff, It's one of my personal collections, so.
Already, man. Hey, I appreciate that shit. Shit, before we get this shit started, I'm going to break this shit down, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's real good stuff,
Cool.
So,
Where's it from, man?
I got it in Texas, like they collect stuff like that. Like I said, it's my personal collection, so.
Okay.
Hope you like it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Glad you're here. It's a lot.
Man.
We're trying to, get more people out there, and glad you're doing this. So let's get this started.
Hey, man, thank y'all for having me, man. Straight up. Make you famous to Mexico. Let's get it, man.
So, what part of New Mexico are you from?
Shit. I was born and raised in Alamogordo, New Mexico, man. Touch base a little bit everywhere. My family comes from California. I've been here, just doing my thing, man. Been around from Las Cruces, a couple other places, man. Texas, shout out El Paso, man. But we're doing it strictly for Alamogordo, New Mexico, land of enchantment. We rapping hard, man. What's up?
So, why the name X-Ray?
Oh man, shit. Name X-Ray. So actually, interesting story, bro. I was like 14 years old, and I used to go by Lil Ray, and I went to one of the OG's house. He had a studio and shit. He wanted me to lay down some music. I told him who I was, Lil Ray, whoop. He heard me spit, he heard my music, and he was like, "Yo, you're not Lil. You're not. You're anything but Lil." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Why don't you change the Lil and put an X, man?" And I was kind of iffy, kind of skeptical about it. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, "Yo, you're a young dude. You're 14, but you clearly see through all the bullshit, man. Your music is something different, and it's way ahead of your time." And so it just stuck, man. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm 14. You're an older cat, man. You're an OG. I ain't gonna ask no questions. Let's go by X-Ray, man. And I just been X-Ray ever since then. All right, well, I put an X in front of that. You already know. But yeah, so since I was 14, man, I've been X-Ray.
It's a pretty long time, right?
Yeah, definitely. Time goes by quick, man. But yeah, when you sit there and think about it, it's been a long time.
You've done shows?
Excuse me. Hey, that tequila's fire, by the way. Take one more drink of that shit. Shit's fire, bro. I know where I stand, man. Y'all love me over here. Hey. Yeah, I've done a lot of shows. I've done shows in Alamogordo. I've done shows in Las Cruces, El Paso, Austin, Texas. Last year I did South by Southwest. I actually did 3 shows in one night last year in Austin. I've opened up for Lil Flip, Kirko Bangs, and a couple other cats that really just, don't be mad if I forgot y'all, but just, I've done a lot of shows, man. Can't even count on one hand, bro.
You have any shows planned out for this year?
Man, that's actually a great question. We're actually going back to Austin this year. We're gonna leave the middle of March, March 17th to be exact. We'll be heading to Austin to perform again at South by Southwest. We got the call just a couple weeks ago from the promoter saying, "Yo, they love us. They fuck with y'all heavy, man. They want more of what you brought last year, and they just want to know a little bit more about what we got to give from New Mexico." So we'll be heading out there again this year, South by Southwest. Shout out Austin, Texas, man, for having us. It's a blessing. And I'm actually going to be performing on my birthday, man. So that's just, a lot of blessings just in one weekend, man. It's kind of overwhelming, but we're going to go out there and get the job done and put on for New Mexico in a major way. You already know.
All right. It's the only way, You got to
Straight up, yeah.
So, how long have you been doing music exactly? 'Cause I know you said something about being 14 when you got
Yeah,
your name,
man.
but
I was a student of the game of hip hop, R&B, classic rock. My grandma always cleaning the house, listening to oldies and shit when I was young, a kid. So I've always had just a good ear for music. You know what I'm saying? Fell in love with music instantly because I was always just surrounded by good music. And when I started doing music, when I started pursuing, like, I want to start writing my own music, and like letting my voice be heard. I was like 11, 12. But we weren't really I wasn't really recording anything. And shit, back in those days, there wasn't really
yeah,
anything
it's
to
true.
record on, or there wasn't, really no social media, internet type shit. So, I was given a tape recorder, and basically, you would just hit record and play at the same time on this tape recorder, and I would just record shit. You know what I mean? I would just record and record and record. Sometimes I wouldn't even have no beats, but I fell in love with it, man, because there was a point in time in my life where I was going through some tough shit, and I would just, simply just vent through music, and I fell in love with it. I didn't stop since then.
So if you can work with any artist, like any artist, who would it be?
Oh shit, man. If I can work with any artist, you know what, man? It would have to be like Pop. Just basically like the Death Row family. There's never just one person I want to do music with. I want to do music with anybody and everybody on the level of, like, let's do music in a major way. And humble, compatible, but definitely solid, and full of just full of epicness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As an artist, actually, are you involved in the communities, like,
Oh,
locally, or is it like just like statewide, or how's that work?
oh man, that's actually a great question, man. Um, so the reason why I put, like any other artist out here, um, we take it in a different way because we're from New Mexico, and we've for years just been trying to create our own lane for just like who we are out here. You know what I'm saying? It's typically just California, Texas, Memphis, New York,
That's what I've been
all
saying,
that
actually.
all that shit. They basically just kind of got it already, just paid for them from the OGs. You know what I'm saying? We never had that out here. We still don't have that out here. So, when I do my music, I definitely, put New Mexico on my back. I'm always representing New Mexico. And what I do for money, I have a 9 to 5. I do construction. So in our little town out here, man, I've done a lot of shit for the community. I've built a lot of shit. I've done a lot of fundraising out here. I've worked with the youth. It's a lot of love that I put into my city, and it comes with my music when you listen to my music, and it definitely shows in the city too. People, definitely back me, not simply
Yeah.
just for my music, but how much I put the city on my back, and the actual the physical labor and love I put into the city, And I want to thank the city for giving me the opportunity and giving me great feedback.
What part of music do you consider to be hard?
The only thing that's hard about it is just getting it done, finding a concentration and a focus, and definitely just going in on it. You know what I'm saying? And no half stepping, man. That's the only part to me as of where I'm at now with my music that I find that's hard. Other than that, that shit's easy, bro. We snap on everything. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is.
Do you make your own music, like your own beats, or do you have someone else do that?
I have a small catalog of my own beats, but I've yet to use them. I do not make my own beats, and I do not have a solid beat maker. But we do reach out and personally reach out to producers and people that do make beats, and we just close deals like that. A lot of my latest content is come from people that I've never even fucking met face to face. You know what I'm saying? But through the beats and the music that they make, and like I said, I have a great ear for music. So when I hear some shit, and it moves me and it makes me feel good, we just run from it like that. You know what I'm saying? And the best feeling about that is whenever you do music over somebody's beats, and they have the same like impression, like yo, like you did justice to that beat, you know, like that shit, like you know what, want to send you some more beats, bro. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do this shit on the low. You know what I'm saying? Just keep blessing my beats. Right. You know, and that's a great feeling right there. And shout out to all the beat makers and producers, because that shit's tough. That shit's tough, man. So you already know.
All right, so what inspired you to do your music, actually?
Oh man, hope y'all got some time. A lot of shit inspired me to do music. You know, where I come from and how I was raised. My family, like I said, all the way from my grandma, you know, down to my youngest brother and sister. You know, we all just been, you know, that typical middle class family. You know, home gatherings and, you know, functions, parties. You know, late nights listening to anything from Spanish music to, you know, oldies, switch it up to the hip hop. Just always being involved in the culture, man. My mom, she's done hair since she was, you know, since I can remember. So she was always just like testing shit out on my head. I was just basically a living mannequin. And like I said, just shit that was put in front of me, certain shit that I would fall in love with, music being that thing. I was always taught just to like, whatever you want to do, just grab onto it. Music is what I fell in love with. And so I was a youngster. I would sit in my room. I would recite other artists' music. I would listen to their music. Back in the day, I never knew what the fuck it meant. But I just loved it. It moved me in a different way, from the beats, all that shit. And ever since then, man, since I can remember, man, I just fell in love with music. And anything that I get my hands on, or that I fall in love with, or anything that I want to do, I definitely give it 110%, and I just tackle it, man. You know what I'm saying? Tackle it, and that's what happened with music. I fell in love with music, and I was blessed to be, you know, privileged to listen to great music over the years of growing up, and it's what made me who I am today, man. From my clothes to everything about me is just music. That's what inspires me. That's what motivates me. That's what moves me. If I'm sad, if I'm down, I turn to music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I can ever get my point across, and I'll play a fucking song that could get my point across. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everything is music. All I know is music, man. And shout out to my mom. I love you, Mom.
So what fuels your fire to keep making music? Struggles.
What fuel, man? Just life experiences. Like I said, music is what I've known since I was a youngster. So the way I communicate, the way I get shit off my chest, the way I'm able to express myself at my purest form is through music. And typically just the way I like to get my point across, even if it's just to get it across to me. I'll be driving in my car and I'll listen to one of my songs, and I'll take my own advice based off my music, because some shit that I do on a daily kind of got a second guess. And when I make music, and some of the shit I say actually makes a lot of fucking sense, and shit that I do on spite doesn't make so much sense. So that's just one of the things that fuel me, man. And just my brothers, my family. I have children. I have people that, you know, back me with this music. And just you know, like I said, just the culture. I'm in love with it. I'm a product of the environment of music. I'm a remain a product of the environment of the music. So that's what it is, man.
Is there a routine you do before recording?
It's different every time, but one of my routines before I actually get in the studio and I lock myself in is make sure everything is okay on the outside of my music. You know, definitely got to make sure my family's good. You know, make sure that, you know, my family, you know, got a good meal to eat. Make sure my bills is paid up. Everything I'm good, because that makes me go into the studio with a clearer mindset, and I can work at my full and best potential. Okay. If any of that shit isn't locked in or in place how it should be, it's a little bit difficult. So that's just the routine for me. I make sure everything is good on the outside. That way, when I come back out the studio, everything's good, you know. And definitely, I will notice if anything is broken. So
basic priorities, huh?
Priorities first, man. That's my routine. I get my priorities in line before I get in the studio and drop that heat, man.
Where do you see yourself in a few years with your music?
Oh, man. Where everybody else would see themselves in a couple years with their music, at the fucking top. But I'm not saying it's so far fetched because where I'm at right now with my music, I feel like I'm at the top. I feel like I'm at my best. I feel like I'm content with myself. I'm comfortable with who I am and my skin, my family. Everybody's proud of me. The city's rooting for me. I've met a lot of great artists, man. So it's exciting, man. It's exciting to even think about where we would be 2 years from now with our music shit because it's different every year. And every year, it's I'm not saying it's good, but this year we're off to a good start, man. So I'm very confident in the next couple years we'll be doing another interview talking about a Grammy or #1 hit or some shit like that. That's how confident I am, man. Confidence is key, man. Straight up.
Yeah, do you actually have any new music ready to be released, or
Uh,
are you working on any new projects?
I have so much music that is going to be released. We're actually going through the process of mastering it as we speak. I'm actually going to be dropping a project called Beyond Blessed on my birthday, March 20th. Like 14, 15 tracks. I'm going to give y'all a piece of me that y'all ain't never heard. The last shit I dropped was a little deep, kind of in my feelings. I was really tender after losing my pops and but now I'm at a better place with it. I'm coping with it a lot better. And like I said, everything's been going good. The waves are at a steady but effective pace.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of great music coming from me. I have a lot of great features. Shout out to Double XL. We got some shit on the way as well. Skylar Rock. And these artists also come from Alamogordo, New Mexico. So like I said, everybody seems like they're locked in and in sync and very motivated and hungry to do this music and try to get it off the ground. Although we've been floating, it's off the ground. We've been floating over here. But yeah, stay tuned. We're on the way with it.
You plan on being on the top 10 for Make You Famous in Mexico?
Do I plan on being on the top 10 again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We do one every month.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm gonna submit some music because it was a good feeling to whenever that shit dropped and I made the top 10. It's always a good feeling because it's a friendly competition and it's good to see some of my fellow competition, but at the same time, just people from where I'm from and that feel the same way and go through the same shit. I'm not saying it's the exact same way, but we all have that same pain. It's when you do music and you're an artist, you got to sacrifice a lot. So even to be noticed or labeled or involved in something like that is big. It means something. So yeah, we're definitely shooting for that top 10 again, man. And shout out to all the artists that make the top 10. You motherfuckers are awesome. Y'all are great. Keep working. We all gonna keep working. It's time to put New Mexico on the map like never before, man. And make New Mexico, or make you famous. New Mexico is definitely big. It's different, and I applaud y'all and I salute y'all for doing this, man. Because this is something new. It's big, and it's real. People want to get heard. People want to have something to chase. Yeah. And that top 10 is definitely going to give people that energy, that drive, and that motivation to get on that top 10. Because you guys are the only one putting that out there to say, okay, is your shit hot or not? And again, like I said, top 10, we coming, man. We coming again. We made it one time, we're gonna come again. And shout out to all the artists that made it.
Do you have any tips or words for up and coming artists?
Tips? Oh shit, a lot. And I take my own advice. Don't give up. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. If you feel any type of any type of commitment or energy or love or passion for doing music, give it a shot. Take a risk on it because there's millions of people in this fucking world, and somebody's gonna like your shit. Somebody's gonna hear your shit, and even if they don't, you're gonna listen to your shit. Do it, man, to the fullest extent. Never give up, man. Chase your fucking dreams. Dreams can become reality in a snap of a finger, man.
Thank you for joining us. It's lovely to have you here. Hopefully we actually could do this again. But right now, do you have any shout-outs you want to give out to?
Hey, first off, man, I want to thank y'all for having me, bro. Frank Easy, you're a real one, man. And, Make You Famous in Mexico, man. I appreciate y'all. It's a privilege. It's an honor to go ahead and be right here. Real quick, I want to shout out, the Feezy Gang family, the LSA team, man. My boy Izzy G. That's the one behind, the engineering, the motherfucking genius that makes me sound beautiful on these tracks. My management team behind me, my young OG, young Reek, my brother GDP, man, he's an upcoming artist, repping that Freezy shit. My boy The Monster, Dirty Where I'm From, and everybody on that list and on that agenda. A lot of other people I could shout out, Shout out Syracuse, man. Shout out Scott LaRock. Shout out my man Double XL, man. Long live O'Shea. You already know how we coming, man. We doing this strictly for the city. We're not gonna give up. We're not letting up. We on these niggas' necks 24/7, man. 30/65, you already know, man. All year long. Don't sleep on your boy, man. And if y'all do, that's y'all fault, man. Keep snoozing, man. Catch them Z's. We chasing the dream, man. The dream becomes reality. We're not letting up. Your boy Ray right here. We putting off from New Mexico in a major way. Alamogordo, stand up, man. It's our year. This year, 2020 and beyond, baby. Let's keep going. Straight up.
Well, be sure to like and subscribe, and remember, I'll make you famous.
We're gonna make you famous. Let's go. X-Ray, man.
I got it like this, ooh. It's been a minute since I felt like this, ayy. It's been a minute since I got it like this, ooh. It's been a minute since I felt like this, ayy. It's been a minute since I got it like this, ooh. It's been a minute since I felt like this, ayy. It's been a